Hello and welcome to Universal Studios in Los Angeles, and we're going to be taking a look at the Jurassic World or Jurassic Park store mixed in with the Transformer store as well, because Transformer store is just a standalone thing and it is quite small. Now, this store is just off the big log flume ride, so if you get absolutely soaking wet, they will catch you out because you will end up buying yourself some dry clothing with t-shirts and hoodies, which we'll be taking a look at. But what they also have is this just here, which is screen worn merchandise. Now, we've got some more of this to have a look at as the video continues because it was dotted around in different places. Now, I went through this shop a couple of times. I actually missed some of it the first time and actually went back and had a look myself because I didn't think where they had put the stuff, it was actually what it was. And you've got things like this where they are big diorama pieces, and some of them are $2,500. You can see T-Rex Attack Set B, I think that says, for 2,500, and that'll obviously be plus tax. And then you've got bits and pieces that have all been signed, so you can see you've got some famous scenes there. And then as we come up, there's some other little bits there for other sculptures and cars. You've got the Jurassic Park gates, which that did look very, very impressive. That did look really, really nice. So they are available. And then obviously you've got this diorama as well, which did look very, very good indeed. So as we come round, if there's anything that jumps out at you, let us know in that comment section below. And then you've got the smaller scale vehicles as well. So you can see you've got the Jeep Wrangler, but that is still $995 because that has been signed. So some of this is merchandise being used on screen. Some of it is signed. Some of it is props, some of it's replica, and all that kind of thing, all dotted within the shops. And you can obviously see that they are promoting the DVD and Blu-ray. And then you've got these cool bags and bottles as well, which I think were selling very, very well. But the main thing that they would pretty much sell from here, as you can see, you've got the Dino DNA bag just there, is all of the hoodies and t-shirts, because in Florida, it caught me out and I ran out of clothing. So I ended up getting myself a hoodie instead. So there are lots of different bits and pieces in this shop has to offer, because they have everything from anything you can think of relating to this theme, as you can fully well imagine it being under the Universal banner. So you've got waterproof stuff, you've got the teddies, you've got the big jackets. This was very, very nice as well. The sort of windbreaker, that did look very smart. It kind of looked like a security jacket that they wore in the actual film as well, because don't forget, it is a mix of Jurassic Park and Jurassic World. They are still mixing both of the themes in this one store. Universal Florida has the Jurassic Park log flume ride, whereas this one has been updated to the Jurassic World ride. The stories are completely different. One of them obviously has screens, the other one doesn't. They're both really, really nice, but it's quite nice that each one has a different section, or different land, shall I say, with regarding to the film, because if anybody is an original film lover, then that way you know that you can go to Universal Florida and still get on that ride. But how long that's going to last for, I don't know, but I have just heard that they have refurbed all the animatronics there. So I don't know if they are going to be doing it to the Jurassic World, because they have just added in that massive roller coaster. But coming back to the park that we are looking at, like I said, mix of merchandise of the Jurassic Park. And you can see we are looking at currently some other smaller scale toys that you can pick up and add into your collection. And they had absolutely every character there. And again, into the Jurassic t-shirts, you spin around and it'll all be Jurassic World. So in the comment section, let us know, do you prefer the Jurassic World logo or the Jurassic Park logo? Because the T-Rexes are slightly different, and that is the hoodie I ended up buying myself when I got soaking wet from the log flume in Florida. Now, as we come around, you see that you've got anything and everything you can imagine. You've got chess, then you've got long sleeve t-shirts, short sleeve t-shirts, then you've got the camo stuff. They do have other sections within this area as well, which is available in a separate video. You have got the log flume here. You've then got like a meet and greet. It is all in front of the Super Mario section, and then that also loops round into the Mummy section as well. So you've got much more on the lower part of the theme park, where you go down all the different escalators. When you go down, that is where the more sort of adventurous rides are. Whereas up at the top, that is where you've got the Harry Potter and the Simpsons bits and pieces, which is more of the sort of 4D kind of rides as well. But you can see Dino DNA is everywhere. You've got all the different bits and pieces for that. And then you've got the bright mugs, really bright t-shirts. You've got the blue and yellow with the different logos. All of this is Dino DNA. So if you don't know what Dino DNA is, this is a thing where you can go around, where you can have a bite to eat. And then there is an area where you can actually do some bits and pieces and meet Dino DNA. But it is also from the original film as well, where Dino DNA is supposed to be part of the theme park tour, and they seem to have gone all out on their merchandise. Now, jumping from Jurassic Park to the Transformers. So they have a lot of very, very impressive Transformer toys to have a look at. So if you're a Transformer fan, you're going to be liking all of the different bits and pieces that we're going to be having a look at. Now, yes, that is over $2,000 for an Optimus Prime Gen 1. And then underneath, you can see you've got some other really, really impressive ones as well. I think that's Ratchet as we come underneath on there. It will say, did I get that right? Yes, I did. Happy days. So I do know my Transformers. And then as we come round, there's lots of others on display. Again, you got different ones from different companies, different scales, and all sorts of different bits and pieces. But some of them, if they are hard to find, for example, I think that smaller one did say $420. But there is something for everybody in this store as well, because just like the Jurassic Park, not only do they have all the toys, they've got all the merchandise, all the bags, all the t-shirts, and everything like that. So there is a price point, something for somebody. Obviously, because they want everybody to buy anything and everything. So you've got the Legacy range there for the Transformers going underneath. I think that's from one of the Shattered Glass, I think that series is from. And then you've got all of these wrapped around the middle on there. They're very, very expensive on the middle ones. But you've got something at the bottom, at the middle, up at the top, and obviously in the main central bit is the really expensive bits and pieces. Now, they also did have some random bits and pieces in here because they had these things in here. So this was part of, if I remember rightly, was just a standalone shop where it did wrap round at the end of the queue line at the one in Florida, whereas this one was just a standalone Transformer shop. So they had a mix of different bits and pieces in here. So when you went onto the main ride for the Transformers, you then just came out of an exit, whereas the other one, it actually fed you through a big, large shop. So this is definitely a place to get all of your horror characters from. So if you're a fan of any of the horror different bits and pieces, they did have absolutely everything here, as you can see. And they did have other shops dotted around everywhere. You can imagine that they had their much larger Universal Studio shops dotted around the theme park. They had them at the entrance as you came in, and they had them at the Universal Walk as well. But that is all available in this playlist. So there's lots and lots of different bits and pieces from all over the land that I went to. And I have got lots of other shops all around the world from Universal and other places like Disney, for example, because I link it into all of the different Legoland parks that I visit as I go. But guys, that is it. I am done. So if you can like this video and subscribe to the channel, that'd be absolutely fantastic. It was just a super short, sweet video of both of the shops of the Transformers and the Jurassic Park bits and pieces. So if there was something there that you liked, then please get it in that comment section. Let me know what you think. But guys, as always, thank you very much for watching. You lot take care, and I'll see you next one. Ta-da.